do I trouble you? Or why are you troubled, as we'll see when we actually get into the text. We're starting in verse 36. While they were still talking about this, Jesus himself stood among them and said to them, "Peace be with you." They were startled and frightened, thinking they saw a ghost. He said to them, "Why are you troubled? And why do doubts rise in your minds? Look at my hands and my feet. It is I myself. Touch me and see. A ghost does not have flesh and bones, as you see I have." So Jesus shows up and he offers them peace, right? He says, "Peace be with you, peace to you." They need peace right now because what is happening to them is a little bit disconcerting. It might be even a little bit chaotic in their own minds. You see, they think they just saw a ghost. And I think we can agree that would be a pretty normal response because the last time they saw Jesus, he was dead. Like he was wrapped up, being put in a tomb, stone rolled over the opening, dead. And so typically, dead people stay dead. That's a part of their experience. And so he says, "Peace to you." And he gives them this blessing. He gives them this offering because there's probably a bit of panic going on. In fact, we know that there is because what they know in their minds, what they experience, what they saw is now not lining up with what is standing right in front of them. There's a bit of confusion. There's a bit of however you might put your own words in there, but peace is what he offers them. And we see here that Jesus starts to understand and address them in different ways, their whole being, their holistic self. Right, if you look right at verse 37, when it says, they were startled and frightened, thinking they saw a ghost, but he said to them this in verse 38, "Why are you troubled? And why do doubts rise in your minds?" Why are you troubled and why do doubts rise in your minds? This word troubled is an emotionally loaded word. It essentially means like, why are you innerly perplexed? This actually means, this word, if you get down to the root of it, means emotional agitation. There is this emotional agitation. They are troubled. They are not sure what is going on. And Jesus is recognizing that. He's acknowledging it. And he's saying, why do doubts arise in your minds? Well, sometimes whenever we are emotionally perplexed or there's emotional agitation, we're not 100% sure what's going on. And doubts might rise up in our minds because we're trying to process. Sometimes we think doubts only come from intellectual endeavors, but doubts can also come from inner perplexity, from emotions. Just want to throw that little bit out there. But we see Jesus appealing to their emotions, saying, "Why are you troubled? Recognize this. Do I trouble you?" There's emotions going on inside of you. They're not bad. Let's just talk about them.